Children, how are you all? Hope all you are fine. And in the last class I already started the revolt against the British. Okay, so today part 2, continuing to this, and from the lesson number 5, all of them open page number 248. Take pencil and point the pencil where I am reading. Okay, next, ever since the coming of the British, people in different parts of India had been protesting against their unfair policies. However, there was no unity in their protests. It was only in 1857 that a major revolt broke out. This was the first war of independence, also called Sepoy Mutiny or the Great Revolt of 1857. Okay, so it was an important event in our struggle for freedom. The revolt was started by the Indian soldiers serving in the British. It was an important event in our struggle for freedom. The revolt was started by the Indian soldiers serving in the British Army in India. So how this revolt was started? Revolt means standing against to the British. Okay, so who were started this revolt? The army people, the soldiers of India, who is serving in the British, who is serving for the British. They started this revolt. Okay, so a new rifle called the Enfield had been introduced in India. A rumor spread that the grease used in the bullets was made from the fat of cows and pigs. Soldiers had to bite off the greased wrapper of the bullet before loading it in the rifle. This was against the religious sentiments of both Hindu and Muslim soldiers. They refused to use these rifles and revolted. The revolt started at Meerut and soon spread to large parts of northern and central India. Farmers, craftsmen and other sections of the society joined the revolt. The soldiers declared the last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Jafar their leader. The revolt was led by Nana Sahib and Tantia Top at Kanpur, Rani Lakshmi Bai at Jhansi, and Begum Hazrat Mahal at Awadh. Next, it did not spread to all parts of India. Indian soldiers did not have sufficient money and good weapons. The revolt was not organized properly. On the other hand, the British soldiers were well equipped with modern weapons and were very well organized. After the revolt was suppressed, many Indians were either killed or put into prison. Okay, so in this revolt, prison, underline the word prison. Prison means it's a jail. Okay, so during this revolt, so many Indians were killed and some were put in the prison of the British people. Okay, next, the rule of the East India Company ended in 1858. So the rule of the English East India Company was ended in the year 1858. The administration of India was taken over by the government of England. However, the Indian princes were allowed to rule over their territories. Okay, so Indian princes were started ruling their territories. Okay, now turn the page. Here, social and religious reformers. So what is social and religious reformers? See here the picture. What is this picture? 72 delegates attended the first session of Indian National Congress in December 1885. Okay, so this is the first National Congress of India, Indian National Congress in 1885. Okay, how many were attended? 72 delegates. Okay, 72 delegates were attended to this Congress. Next, social and religious reformers. The British introduced modern education in India. Gradually, educated Indians introduced many social and religious reforms. Reformers such as Rajaram Mohan Roy, Ishwar, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Diben, Rabindranath Tagore were active during this period. They strongly protested against the social practices such as sati killing, female babies. So, uh, so, what the these people what these people have done, British people, they started education system. They introduced new education system in the in India. Okay, so reformers such as Rajaram Mohan Roy, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Rabindranath Tagore were active during this period. They strongly protested against social practices such as sati, killing female babies, child marriages, and the caste system. They also encouraged widow remarriage and education of women. Okay, and education of women. Next, so they were very against, means in the olden days sati means when husband died, wife also used to burn with him, so that is sati. And killing female babies. Okay, so if there are more than if there are more female childs, they used to kill that female childs. Next, child marriage and caste system. Okay, so during the olden days, in the during the olden days, children used to get married in the before, very when they are small, when for them they used to do the marriage. So for all these people were against to the to their rules. Okay, they also encouraged widow remarriage and education of women. Okay, next, rise of nationalism. Rise of nationalism. Educated Indians realized that the British wanted to keep India poor and backward. Educated Indians realized that the British wanted to keep India poor and backward. Next, this realization united the Indians. Slowly, the feeling of unity or nationalism grew stronger. The growing feeling of nationalism resulted in the formation of Indian National Congress in 1885. Okay, next, in the Indian National Congress was formed by an Englishman named Allah Octavian Hume. So the Indian National Congress was formed by an Englishman named Alan Octavian Hume. Its first session was held at Bombay, now Mumbai. Before they used to call Bombay, now it is Mumbai. Next, it was attended by 72 delegates from all over India. So from all over India, 72 delegates were attended. Next, the president of this session was Vomesh Chandra Banerjee. Vomesh Chandra Banerjee was the president to that session. Thereafter, the Congress met every year in different cities. Thereafter, the Congress met every year in different cities. It slowly became very strong. It awakened the spirit of unity among the Indians. It awakened the spirit of unity among the Indians. At the same time, it requested the government to introduce reforms to improve the living conditions of the people. The growing popularity of the Congress worried the British. to suppress the rising spirit of nationalism, the government passed many strict laws to to suppress the rising spirit of the nationalism. The government passed many strict laws. They also used the policy of divide and rule. They also used the policy of divide and rule to prevent the Hindus and Muslims from uniting. Okay, so this is about the lesson. Okay, so hope all you have understand. Once again go through the lesson so that it will be clear. Okay, so see you in the next lesson. Don't forget to read the textbook. Take care.